Hello, West family. My name is Carl Mercer, and I am the principal of this amazing school. Welcome to West Forsyth High School's virtual parent night, hosted by our counselors. West Forsyth High School is a family built on three core values: support, trust, and strength. Building strong relationships is the center of all we do. We are committed to fostering a positive climate and strong academic culture. At West, it is our hope that every student has a trusted adult in whom they can confide. This is Forsyth County Schools Learner Profile, our district's strategic compass. You will see it is focused around 5 attributes. If you are not familiar with the Learner Profile, then I recommend you take some time to review this on our district's website. At West, we strive to instill the attributes of this Learner Profile every day through our vision, inspiring innovative leaders. Our mission is to build a strong foundation of relationships in order to engage all students in rigorous and relevant learning. Our motto, we excel and succeed together. At West, we believe in the 3 R's: relationships. Create and maintain an environment where the West family feels emotionally and physically safe, involved, and connected. Rigor. Engage students in ways that promote higher order thinking skills, problem solving, and ownership. Relevance. Offer a comprehensive experience that provides for career connections and prepares students to succeed. Every morning, I make 6 statements on the announcements. Number 1, be awesome. I want all of us to strive to do our best every day. 2, have fun. We all need to have balance in our lives. Having fun refers to pursuing your passions by getting involved with all that West Forsyth High School has to offer. 3, make this the best day ever. This is about putting smiles on faces and helping people in need. 4, I am West Forsyth. This is a reminder that we all represent the school and community. We need to focus on making good choices no matter where we are or what we are doing. Success for one is success for all. 5, we are family. As I explained before, we are the West family built on 3 core values: support, trust, and strength. Finally, have a great Wolverine Day. This is simple. The only thing better than a great day is a great Wolverine Day. These are all components of being an icon at West. So I hope you find this information to be helpful. And remember, be awesome, have fun, make this the best day ever. I am West Forsyth. We are family. Have a great Wolverine Day.
Hi, and thank you for joining us. My name is Jennifer Daniel, and I work with our counseling team here at West. I get to introduce our administration team to you. Our principal is Carl Mercer. I'm one of the assistant principals here. We also have assistant principals Tamika Asabate-Aguiji, Rebecca Britton, Tony Norse, and Matt Woodley. We have Assistant Administrator Beth Mewborn, our graduation coach is Kelly Morawski, and our athletic director is Brett Phipps. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hey everyone, this is Allison Reinhart, and I am lead counselor of the West Forsyth High School Counseling Department. And I have students with last names SL through Z on my caseload. And I want to introduce you to my wonderful teammates of the West Forsyth High School Counseling Department. Miss Kathy Harrell is responsible for students with last names A through CH. Miss Courtney Knight is responsible for students with last names CI through GI. Miss Knight is also on maternity leave this fall and does have a long-term sub. Then we have Miss Morgan Lemmings, who is responsible for students with last names GL through KO. We have Miss Sharon Riles, one of our counselors, who has a long-term sub right now, Miss Maggie G. And then we also have Miss Callahan, who has students with last names O through SK. I also am about to go on maternity leave, so we'll also have a long-term sub for some of this fall as well. You'll be able to find all of that contact information on the West Forsyth High School webpage. All right, so how and when to see a counselor. So many of you guys as parents or students may be wondering, how do I get to meet my counselor? Especially this year with a lot more of our students being virtual. I wanted to inform you guys of some ways to see your counselor. So to see your counselor, students can stop by the counseling office. We're right across the main hall from the main office. and you can fill out a pass and let us know that you need to see your counselor. You can also stop by or email us. We also communicate through It's Learning. So if you want your student to send us a message through It's Learning, we are happy to help. If we are available when the student comes in, we will see them at that moment. If it is an emergency, it is important to let Ms. Jackson, our counseling secretary, know that she needs to track us, your specific counselor or a counselor down, but we are here to help. If you have a virtual student, I know we have a lot more of those this semester, please reach out via email or It's Learning, and we're happy to set up a Microsoft Teams meeting with your student or communicate via It's Learning. So we are still there for our virtual students as well. Some reasons to see a counselor may be that your student is struggling academically and they need help coming up with a plan, so you can kind of bridge that communication gap with your teachers. Questions about a 4-year plan for graduation, so we can go over graduation requirements, what next school year might look like. We can help with personal issues, so maybe you might be feeling some stress or anxiety with your classes or grades, so we can help you guys with that. And it's also a good idea just to meet your counselor. So in an ideal world, we will be with you for the next 4 years because we are divided by alpha. So eventually we will be writing college recommendations for your students, and we just want to meet you and develop those relationships with you. Parents, we also want to partner with you. You're an important part of the equation, so feel free to reach out via email to set up either a virtual appointment, or we can set up something and communicate over email or Microsoft Teams as well.
Hi, my name is Taylor Callahan, and I'll be discussing the next few slides with you all. The Counseling Office provides the following services: individual counseling, academic counseling, college and career planning, group counseling, classroom guidance lessons, crisis response, consultation and collaboration with parents, teachers, and other stakeholders to support student achievement, and referrals to community support programs and resources. In order to graduate in 4 years from West Forsyth, you need the below graduation requirements completed: 4 English credits, 4 math credits, 4 science credits, 3 social studies, 3 career, fine art, world language, any combination of the 3, health, personal fitness, and 4 additional electives, to total 23 total credits. Some of our career and fine art pathways that you can complete here at West Forsyth are audio video technology, culinary arts, food and nutrition, web development and computer science, engineering and technology, marketing and management, fashion merchandising and retailing, sports and entertainment marketing, teaching as a profession, cosmetology, visual arts, art, chorus, drama, and band.
Hi everyone, this is Miss G, and I'm going to talk to you about some different ways we can start to think about getting prepared for college. So first off is the PSAT, which prepares students to take the SAT. All sophomores will take this practice test and receive a detailed report later in the year explaining their test scores. This video right here will help you interpret your test scores. So the test scores are basically going to show what you're already doing well and what are areas you can work on to do better on the SAT. The PSAT will be given on October 14th, and you'll be receiving more information about how this day will be structured, so stay tuned. Now, if you're thinking about applying to college, it's good to start thinking about what you're looking for. Things like the size of the college, the location, if it's in-state, out-of-state, the cost of tuition, the majors that are offered at the school, the clubs and groups that are available to join at the school. So basically, you can kind of cater your college experience to what you're looking for. Something to consider is the big 3 and how they affect your admissions. So GPA, SAT, and ACT, curriculum strength are all going to affect your admissions. The SAT and ACT, that's why we have you take the PSAT, so you can identify those strengths and see what you need to work on for those to have the best possible score. Now, curriculum strength refers to the rigor of your classes. So if your college that you want to attend requires a certain curriculum strength, you may want to start looking into AP and honors classes if you haven't already. And then you want to narrow down a list to 5 to 7 schools that you're interested in so that you can really pay attention to what they're asking of you and make sure you're putting your best into those schools that you've chosen specifically for you. So sometimes you can have a dream school or something we might call a reach that would be definitely a challenge to get into and would be really cool to get into. Then you have your moderate level, which would be less challenging for you to get into and that you'd also be happy at. A safety or a fallback school is one that you're pretty sure will be a guarantee that you'll get in, and you would also enjoy going there as well. It just might not be your first choice. It's important to kind of have this range of schools so that you can really see what your options are. So what you can do now, it is still early, but you can start your post-secondary research. So one big thing is to understand the difference of getting into a college and being able to afford a college. Getting in is only part of the battle. Being able to afford it as far as tuition and living expenses are concerned, you'll have to consider, family contribution, financial aids, scholarships, and see what you can afford. Then, of course, understanding the difference between high school graduation requirements and college entrance requirements. So many colleges will require you to take 2 years of a foreign language, even though it's not required that you take those to graduate from high school. So you just want to make sure that the colleges that you are going to line up with the requirements and the classes that you're taking. You can start researching scholarships and financial aid, tracking your HOPE GPA and rigor courses, as well as exploring other scholarships that might work for you. And then, of course, start thinking about your class schedule for junior and senior year. Like I said before, you can consider rigor and what certain colleges are looking for. You can explore things that you might want to major in and see what your options are there. You can always meet with your counselor for any questions or guidance when it comes to choosing classes, choosing colleges. That's what we're here for.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about the Hope and Zell Miller Scholarship. The HOPE, of course, covers a percentage of tuition based on the Georgia lottery funds, and award amounts will vary based on the type of college the student is attending, whether it would be private or public. Please know that if you're 18 or over and you're a male, that you have to register with the Select Service to qualify for HOPE, and you have to have a 3.0 core GPA. Those are academic courses only, not your electives. Those are the English, Math, Science, Social Studies, and foreign language. Also know that the Georgia Student Finance does not round up. So if your GPA is a 2.9999, you will not qualify. You have to have that 3.0. But they're also going to add some quality points to that GPA. For any AP or dual enrollment course, you're going to get a half quality point. You also have to have the 4 rigor classes. We have a list of those on the counseling website. Also know that middle school credit is not calculated into the HOPE GPA, and that all the calculations are done by the Georgia Student Finance Commission, not by West Forsyth High School. If you want to look for your HOPE GPA, you can do so on georgiafutures.org. If you don't have an account, just create an account. You can navigate through the site to find your HOPE GPA. For the Zell Miller, you have to meet all the requirements that I just mentioned, plus you have to have the 3.7 GPA, core GPA, and then you have to have a 1200 on the SAT or a 26 on the ACT. And of course, the Zell covers 100% of the tuition, of your college tuition. Now the Hope and Zell Miller grant. The grant is different. It is for technical colleges. The scholarship is for your four-year college and university, and the grant for technical schools. So of course it pays a percentage of the tuition to your technical school that you're going to attend. You have to be a graduate from a Hope eligible high school, and of course West Forsyth High School is one of those. And there's not a GPA requirement initially to qualify for the grant. However, once you get the grant and into the technical school, you do have to maintain a 2.0 GPA to keep the grant. And as you can see, we just have an example on the page there about how much Hope and Zell Miller will pay for 12 credit hours, which is a full-time student. And that's just an example, Linear Tech. Of course, once again, it's based on Georgia lottery funding. Other scholarship options. Of course, the college that you apply to and then get accepted will have opportunities for scholarships there. You just have to look on their sites and see if you meet the criteria. And then there's community-based scholarships, whether it's through your church, civic groups, or local organizations. And then, of course, there's private-based scholarships. Sometimes parents have scholarships through their work. And then there's also free scholarship search sites through websites. FastWeb is one of those, fastweb.com. Go Mary is another, scholarships.com, georgiafutures.org will provide scholarships. And then, of course, GSFC, Georgia Student Finance Commission, also has scholarships. And then, of course, West Forsyth High School Counseling website, if you go under the class of 2021, there's going to be a button there for scholarships, and there are many, many, many there listed and updated on a regular basis. And now dual enrollment. Dual enrollment is where high school students may earn high school course credit while they are taking college courses. So you can go to take a college course and you can get college credit for that course, but then you can also get high school credit for that course. Benefits include introducing students to college work earlier, earning college credit while in high school, as I just mentioned, and then you have opportunities to take classes not offered at West Forsyth High School. Typically, years past, all high school students were eligible for dual enrollment, but it has changed this year, and only junior and senior students are eligible as long as they meet the college admission requirements. And then, of course, classes through dual enrollment can be taken either full.
All right, I know sophomore year can be a really difficult and challenging time for both you and your student. We would encourage our students to focus on personal growth and academic achievement this year. We have some opportunities for academic support if your student wishes to pursue that and take advantage of that. The teachers do offer help sessions, and they should be able to tell you when their help sessions are, so we would encourage as many students as possible to attend those extra help sessions. Students also can get peer tutoring if they wish to go that route as well. Your teachers should be able to help facilitate setting up peer tutors. We at West have over 75 different clubs and organizations that your students are free to join. We would highly encourage students to join a club or organization or multiple clubs or organizations and really get involved with the school and contribute to their academic and social success. Here are some important resources that I would encourage you to bookmark on your computers, as you will be using them quite frequently while your student is here at West. Georgia Futures is a wonderful website. This will be where you monitor Hope Scholarship, Zell Miller Scholarship, apply to colleges, all sorts of different information. This will be your one-stop shop. Use Science is a really fun tool that your students can use to help determine those personal preferences and careers and colleges that they might be interested in. Big Future is a great tool if your student doesn't know what college or university they may be interested in. You can filter by preferences, like the size of the college, if they have specific majors, etc. It's a great tool. Georgia Student Finance Commission will be your contact if you have any questions specifically about calculating Hope or Zell Miller Scholarship and GPA requirements. Parents, we really encourage you to get involved in your students' lives and in order to help ensure your student has a conducive study environment at home. This is really important if you can keep a close look on that one. You can also monitor your student's It's Learning account. That would really help there, where you can find out all sorts of information about your student's classes. We would also encourage you to check the student or parent portal. This will be where you'll be provided a detailed report on your student's progress and homework completion, summative formative scores, and grades. I'd also like to promote your students to attend these help sessions that are offered throughout the week with their teachers or their peers. This will really make a difference. Encourage your student to ask questions in class. If they don't understand something or they want further clarification, the best way to get it is to ask a question. Also, please continue to ask questions about your student's day and stay connected. This is really important and it makes all the difference. To keep up with the latest news with the counseling office, please follow us on Twitter and Instagram at the addresses listed below. Also, if you go to the West Forsyth High School website, click on student services and then counseling. You'll find all sorts of great information. We really try to keep that as up to date as possible. Thank you for coming and tuning in tonight. As Mr. Mercer always says, be awesome, have fun, make this the best day ever. I am West Forsyth, and we are family. Have a great